So here we are, first game of Season 2 in a competitive sense. It is going to be the DFL Super Cup against, you guessed it, Bayern Munich. Hopefully, we can do what we've done every time we've faced Bayern Munich so far and beat them. Hi there guys, and welcome to Season 2 Episode 2 of Let's Go Dortmund. I'm S2Ep2. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. We're going to be opening today with the DFL Super Cup against Bayern Munich. Can't escape them, apparently. But we are going to be playing them. Hopefully we're going to get another win against them and get another trophy for the cabinet as well. If you do like this episode, please give a like on it and please hit the subscribe button down below as well. I know it's very early to ask that, but I'm trying to get into the swing of it because I feel like sometimes I forget. We are going to be playing Bayern Munich. We're also going to be playing the first game of the season against Paderborn. But obviously that one doesn't really matter too much because it's not really got anything on the line other than opening 3 points. This has got an actual trophy. As such, I have my little trophy here just in case. But we are going to go into this game. We're going to go for guard strats even though we have been training a new formation. I don't know if I've shown you the new formation actually. I say new formation. 4-3-3. Not that exciting. However, it is something we haven't really used properly. Well, we've used it a couple of times. We mainly used a 4-2-3-1. But the main thing is we've actually gone with the vertical tiki-taka, which I was talking about. So this is going to be our primary formation for the season. But for now, we're going to be going back to guard strats, and we're going to make sure that those two are the right way around. But we are going to be going with this for Bayern because we know it has been good against them in the past. So this is going to be the team. As you can see, we have got a number of new signings starting today. Pereira, Sula, both starting. Benica and Pellegrini in the midfield as well. And we've also got Rafinha, who we signed. And also, brand new signing, Nicola Zaniolo. I know I said I was going to get a midfielder on loan. We sold Axel Witsel and a couple of other players. We had a bit of money. I thought, why not? So we've signed Zaniolo. He can double up as a winger as well. So he's really good. He's really flexible in different positions. I think he's going to be absolutely fantastic for us. For now, he's on the bench just because he's not long joined us. He's only really played one friendly. But he is fully fit. So if we want to throw him in the Mazzala position or out on the wing, we're able to do it. So this is the 11. It's going to be Berkey in goal, Pereira, Hummels, Sula and Guerrero in defence, Emre Can as the halfback with Sancho, Benica, Pellegrini and Brandt in the midfield with Haaland up front. If you're wondering where the new goalkeeper is, he is currently out on international duty. I think he's at the Olympics. He's the last player standing who's at the Olympics. Robin Gosens is knackered, so we've sent him out to have a bit of a rest. Same with Luis Felipe. And everyone else just can't fit into the 9 spaces that we've got. So that's the team. Let's see if we can win another trophy. Let's go. Here we go. Another thing as well is this is at Signal Iduna Park. So, in theory, that gives us a bit of an advantage. Whether it actually does or not, I don't know. But we are coming up against, well, we're very familiar with these guys by now. Bayern Munich are a scary team. But, as we showed last season with our form, we can be just as scary. Nearly went the whole season unbeaten in the league. One loss at the end let us down. We have it in us to be able to take it to this Bayern Munich team. We have more than enough weapons in our arsenal. One of them is a Guerrero to Hummels corner. How about that for timing? It is 1-0 Dortmund, and we are leading in the 8th minute. That's a glorious little corner as well. Whenever we get these, I just look and think to myself, we've got a chance here. And once again, it's Mats Hummels with the header. The new club captain, of course. We took the captain's armband off of Marco Reus. Not because he was a bad choice at captain, but because he kept being injured. And it kind of felt a bit pointless having an injured captain all the time. So he is the vice captain, but it just made sense to me to have a more present captain in the side. Erling Haaland has picked up the ball and he's going on a mad run here. Can he pass it to anyone? Well, no, is the answer to that. No, he cannot, or no, he will not. He went for it himself. We are really giving it to them. I mean, they've had chances as well, and they are outpossessing us, but we are definitely having the better of the chances at the moment. But they are going more attacking, according to my assistant manager, Fabio Miccarelli, or Miccarelli. It's Miccarelli, I think. And that, oh no, I thought it was going to be half-time in that highlight, but it's not. But we do keep the ball. Ricardo Pereira to Emre Can. Hummels, Can. It's a poor pass from Emre Can, and Berkey's called into action there. Of course, the signing of Unai Simon does mean Berkey is our backup goalkeeper, but if he puts in good performances, he's got more chance of playing. So a good performance in this match definitely helps him. Of course, as well, I haven't really talked about it much, Niklas Sula playing against his former club here. So lots of little things going on in this match, but it is half-time. It is going to be 1-0, and, well, hopefully we can do more of the same in the second half. So only the one change in the second half, you can see at the bottom there. We've taken Lorenzo Pellegrini off and Jude Bellingham is on. Nothing against Lorenzo Pellegrini whatsoever. It's just Jude Bellingham is used more to the way that we play. And, I mean, look at him straight away getting on the ball. He's driving forward here in that Mazzala roll. Pets it to Haaland. I thought we were going to get lucky then, but we didn't. Another corner. It's Guerrero to take. Looking for the head of Nicolas Sula, who heads it just over. Unlucky there from Nicolas Sula. Yeah, it's nothing that Lorenzo Pellegrini was doing wrong. This formation isn't set up for us to dominate the midfield in terms of an attacking sense, which gets you a good rating. It's set up just to have bodies there. And Jude Bellingham, oh my God, he's actually got it to Jadon Sancho. And Jadon Sancho nearly scores. He would have been better looking for Erling Haaland, in my opinion. But Bellingham had other ideas, looking for his England teammate. Didn't find him. Their defence is having a good game. I mean, it's having to be fair. Right. Oh, no, we'll let the highlight play out. I was going to pause it for a substitution, but we'll let the highlight play out. Brand does really poorly there. Big ball forward, but Nicolas Sula is the man who gets on the end of it. Into Emre Can. Can to Guerrero. Ball through to Erling Haaland, and it is going to be 2-0. We've got the game speed on very, very fast. Very fast indeed. Slow that down one. But we have scored our second goal. I think both hands are on the cup now. Emre Can gets it to Guerrero. Wonderful ball from Guerrero to Haaland. 2 assists for Rafael Guerrero. The man is, in my opinion, an underrated fullback in world football, and he has been exceptional for us today yet again, like he has been for the majority of the times I've used him in either FM or FIFA. He's just always incredible. We are going to take Benacer off. Again, nothing to do with how he's played. I think he's played pretty well, but we're just going to give him a bit of a break, and we're going to bring Dahoud on, who can play as a deep line playmaker. And for my final trick, because I think we're back to normal substitutions now, so it's only 3 substitutions. That's going to take some getting used to. For my final trick, I think we bring on... Do we bring Zaniolo on? Can't really bring Zaniolo on because he can't really play out wide that well. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe we bring Morgan Hazard on for Jadon Sancho. Yes. That's exactly what we're going to do. Hazard can come on, do a job on that right-hand side. Give Jadon Sancho a rest. Jadon's had a decent game. Everyone's had a decent game. It's been a decent game. We've done very well. This formation just seems to be a bit of kryptonite for the Bayern Munich machine because they just can't get past us. Right, throw in. Tolisso takes it, gets it to Amiri. Big ball over the top. Serge Gnabry nearly makes it 2-1. Nearly gives us a nervy few minutes at the end. But I think that is going to be it. And I think we might have just won our second Super Cup in as many years. It's going to be Mats Hummels to lift the trophy. He leads the lads up there. Somewhere near the back. I think I'm lurking around in my grey suit with my yellow tie. My weird combination. I'm going to be the one to hand it to Mats Hummels. Mads, let's do it. Yes, boys, get in. I know I look like I'm a child with this, but I don't really care. That is a great start to the season. Little cartwheel from Berkey as well. I don't know how many times we're going to see that this season because he ain't going to be the one starting. This is Bayern fans just at that one end. Haaland obviously with the first goal. Haaland with the second goal. Hummels with the first. Got to be happy with that as a start, haven't we? Okay, here we are for the first game of the Bundesliga season. But before we get to that, a couple of little things that have happened. Thing number one that I forgot to mention in the first game of the episode, we signed Matthias Cunha on a loan. I say we. This was my director of football, and actually, to be fair, I think he's made a really good decision here because we were just going to go with Makoko as the backup and Torgan Hazard as a backup as well. But Cunha, although he is more of an attacking midfielder and a bit of a winger, he's got the finishing to really do some damage if we are desperate for a striker. So if anything does happen to Haaland, touch wood, it doesn't. We do now have a decent backup. So actually, I'll give my director of football credit there. That is something which I am very, very pleased about. However, something that did happen, which I'm not entirely happy about, is this. Robin Gosens has barely played for us and he's already got an injury. 2 months he's going to be out for. So we are in the process of trying to bring in either Kostas Tsimikas or Caio Henrique. Tsimikas is someone I would prefer because I've used him before and I know he's very, very good. Problem being, he's very, very expensive. Realistically, we only need someone until January, so we've made that offer. I have also offered Caio Henrique, who would be cheaper. Problem is, I forgot to put in the offer. Oh, I've just thought, can I change it? I might be able to change it. No, I can't change it. Problem is, I forgot to say it was only till the next transfer window, so we would have him until the end of the season. Caio Henrique, I think, is the better option because he's just cheaper. We're having to pay money per month if he's not used, and they really want us to pay money if he's used as well, and his wages is just higher. So I think Caio Henrique is the choice. But enough of that nonsense. Let's get to the game against Paderborn. And this is the 11. Finally, Unai Simon can play. He won at the Olympics. Go Unai. So he's going to be in goal with Pereira, Hummels, Sula and Guerrero as the back four. Beneke, Emre Can and Pellegrini in the midfield with Rafinha, Jadon Sancho and Erling Haaland as the front three. We do have a suspension to Jude Bellingham, which I have no idea why he's suspended, but he's suspended, so we'll make do with it, I suppose. Makoko is not going to be involved in the game, neither is Torgan Hazard. We're at the point now where we've actually got a very, very good squad in terms of depth. So we are having to leave certain players out. Look, at the moment, Felipe is not getting in the team. So I guess it's a good thing that we've got this much depth, but we need to make sure these players don't get unhappy. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Dortmund versus Paderborn. Let's go. So this should really be a game we get all 3 points from. First game of the league season. This is a team that got promoted last year. I think we faced them in the Pokal last year, and I think they were quite difficult to break down, but they've been promoted this year, so they are going to be on a high, but realistically, we should have more than enough in the tank. We're the defending champions. They're the team that came up. We should be able to put plenty of goals past them. If we don't, I'll be a bit concerned and a bit disappointed, but we'll see how we get on. They are playing a relatively defensive formation. We've used this formation many times. We used it against Bayern Munich very recently, but none of that matters because Niklas Sula has his first goal for the club. Sula and Hummels lurking at that near post with a Guerrero corner in swinging is a cheat code, and I am here for it. Perfect header from Niklas Sula. It's annoying because it means Erling Haaland can't lurk around for those goals, but honestly, it's a nice problem to have. Early goal, 1-0, and you know what? Lorenzo Pellegrini wants to have a go as well, but he didn't get the corner quite as well as Rafael Guerrero does, which it's one of those things. Beneke now running forward, running a bit further forward than perhaps he should be, but he has got options around him. Doesn't need them in the end. He gets tackled, but Emre Can picks up the ball, looks for Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland makes it 2, but I do think that he's going to get disallowed. Referee's coming over. He's chatting to the little man in his ear, and I think the little man in his ear is going to tell him that that goal's not allowed. Yeah, there we go. Disallowed due to offside. It is what it is. We'll take it. It's fine. Sure, it's not going to be the only other chance that we're going to get in this game. Oh, that's unfair. That's very unfair. I don't think that's fair at all. I'm going to sound a little bit moany here, but that wasn't a disallowed goal to me. That should have counted. Unai Simon obviously had to do a bit of goalkeeping there, and he did. Going to hold on to the ball nicely. Is he going to pass it? He's going to launch it up looking for Erling Haaland. He finds Erling Haaland. What a pass that was. Erling Haaland goes for the goal and puts it wide. We are dominating. I would like to see us get another goal, though. It has to be said. I would like to see us get another goal. We're going to ask the team to play for set pieces. Just because we've been working on it, so it makes sense to. I know it's not necessarily the tiki-taka way, but we have been working on our set pieces. I think it's fair to give them a go. Right, Beneke now. Driving forward from that defensive midfield position. Gets it out wide to Rafael Guerrero. Guerrero now looking for options. Gets it back to Beneke. Beneke into Pellegrini. Pellegrini to Emre Can. Passing the ball around very methodically. I like the fact that we're taking our time with it and then just going into little spurts of madness like this. Now, Ricardo Pereira gets it all the way to Guerrero. Fullback to fullback. Try and do it again. Fullback whips it in. Pellegrini's there and it's his first goal for the club. Lorenzo Pellegrini. The man playing at Mazzala. What a lovely finish that was from Lorenzo Pellegrini. That's what we want. We want more goals to come from more places, not just from Erling Haaland. Saying that, we had a good amount last season coming from places, but we don't just want to rely on Haaland. We want to make sure that we are a goal machine, and we have started pretty well here against Paderborn. 2-0 at Signal Iduna Park. Fantastic. That is what I'm here for. Right. Highlight begins with Paderborn on the ball. Can we get it off them quickly? Benica just takes it off of him as if he's not even there, which is lovely. Right, Jadon Sancho, you've been a bit quiet. Can you do something a bit special? When he's having a run, gets it out wide to Ricardo Pereira, who goes back wide to... I love this passing from wing to wing, full back to full back. It's lovely. Guerrero now. Back to Benica. Benica going to get it over to the right-hand side, maybe? He's going to run over to the right-hand side, into Rafinha. Rafinha in the box, looking to dance around, gets to Emre Can. Emre Can nearly scores a worldie. I say a worldie, it was a good effort, but I just call worldies long shots. I'm probably a bit harsh, probably a bit generous, sorry, on the definition of a worldie. But I think 2-0 at half-time sounds pretty good to me. I mean, I would prefer us to get another one before half-time, if that's at all possible. We have got one more highlight. Rafinha gets it back to Ricardo. Emre Can, back to Ricardo. Is he going to be able to whip the ball in? He does. A bit of a scramble. Erling Haaland forces his way through the defender. And we might get one more opportunity here. Guerrero gets to Benica. Bit of passing in the midfield. Back over to Ricardo Pereira. Emre Can. Pellegrini. And it's Erling Haaland. It is Erling Haaland. Pellegrini. His shot is saved. There's a bit of a scramble. Haaland forces it in the back of the net. He does get his goal. It is 3-0. And I am a happy Stubo. Very happy indeed. Ricardo Pereira into Emre Can. Emre Can just sidles it over to Pellegrini. Pellegrini, his shot is spilled. The defender does not deal with it. Anano does not deal with it whatsoever. Erling Haaland is there just to steal it off of him. Just took that boy's lunch money. That's what he did. 3-0 at half-time. Got to be happy with that. And I am. Just the one change at half-time. It is the return of the king. Marco Reus has come onto the pitch. He's going to be playing out wide on the left-hand side for Jadon Sancho, who's come off. Didn't have the best game, Jadon Sancho. Wasn't bad, but just made sense. We're 3-0 up. Let's bring on someone who desperately needs game time and get him some football in a game that realistically is probably over and done with. Benica now to Pellegrini. Gets it over to Emre Can. Emre Can into Ricardo Pereira. Back to Can. Whips it in. Haaland just puts it wide. He's human. He's human after all. He missed it. Tyson bleeds. Yeah, it's been a pretty textbook game, really, this one, hasn't it? Promoted side against champions, champions winning comfortably. What a goal that would have been by Rafinha. He's going for the worldie there. I think we might make change number 2 here. And I think change number 2 is going to be maybe Thomas Meunier. Yeah, we'll give Meunier some football. Ricardo Pereira's had a really good game. We'll get Meunier some football, similar to how we're doing with Marco Reus. Let's get a bit of football onto Meunier, who suffered an injury recently. And then for my final trick, which we will do about... Well, no, we'll let this highlight go. Pellegrini whips it in. And you know what? It didn't take him long to get a hand of that corner, did it? Whips it in for Nicolas Sulu, who gets his second of the game. Look at him pumping his chest. What a man. What a man indeed. Wonderful corner. Pellegrini whips it in. Nicolas Sulu's there. He goes for the other side of the goalkeeper this time than what he did before. Doesn't matter. It is a glorious, glorious, glorious header. Final change. I think let's bring on... Should we bring on Zaniolo? Or do we bring on Gio Reyna? I feel like we probably should bring on Zaniolo because Reyna would come on that left-hand side or in the middle. I don't really want to take off Pellegrini. And Royce has obviously recently come on. So Zaniolo can come on. Play as an inverted forward. He can do that job pretty well. Happy days. Oh, we're playing some nice football. We're looking a little bit defensively solider. More defensively solid. Let's go with that. Which is pleasing me because that was a big bugbear last season. Haaland. Did you see Haaland? Just a cheeky little back heel to Rafinha. What a lovely little move. And I was going to say, if Sula got a hat-trick, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably try and flip my desk over, which is not a good idea. Don't want to break anything. Right, Guerrero's got a throw. Is he just going to launch it, or is he going to... That's a short throw. Pellegrini now. Into Royce. Royce over to Emre Can. He has got someone on the right-hand side. Doesn't need him. Emre Can is an absolute god. What a strike that is from the German. What a hit. That deserves a bit of praise. Let's watch this for a goal. So Guerrero has the throw in, gets it over to Pellegrini. Pellegrini plays it over to Royce, who gets it in to Emre Can. Emre Can, one touch, and just positions himself perfectly to take the strike. And it is 5-0. What an opening day performance this has been. Oh. Can we play you every week? Can we play you every week? That's what I feel like saying. That's what I feel like saying. What a performance that was. XG-wise, we just battered them. We just turned it up in this period and then just kept on going. Fantastic. That was a really, really good performance. Really good performance indeed. Leaves us top. We're the only ones who played a game, not the points. That was spectacular. Right, so let's have a quick look at the games that we've got. And then we shall... I'm tempted. Do you know, when's the Champions League draw? When is the Champions League? Champions League group stage draw is on the 26th. So do you know what? Special episode. We're doing 3 games. We're going to do the Champions League draw. And we're also going to do the Hoffenheim game. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do the Hoffenheim game and Champions League draw in this episode. And we're going to end with the Champions League draw. On the fly, I've just decided we're going to do that. So, stick with me. I'll get us to the Hoffenheim game. And then we'll do the Champions League draw. Okay, here we are at the bonus game against Hoffenheim. We're not going to make many changes, let's be honest with you. Why mess with the working formula? So we have got Simon in goal, Pereira, Hummel, Sula and Guerrero in defence, Benica, Emre Can and Pellegrini in midfield with Rafinha and Sancho out wide supporting Erling Haaland up front. Not much else to say other than get into the game. I think this is a very good team, actually. I think we're looking really good. I know it's only been 1 game in the league, but through pre-season and through the Dortmund game, the Bayern Munich game, we have looked really good. So I'm hoping we can carry that on. So fingers crossed, we can get past Hoffenheim and then get to those Champions League draws. Let's go. Here we go. Offenheim versus Borussia Dortmund. We are hoping we can get another 3 points here. Just carry on this really good start. I know it's early days again. I didn't show you we won our first game in the Pokal. I should have shown you that, really, shouldn't I? Yes, we played our first game in the Pokal. We won our first game in the Pokal. And yeah, it's been a really good start. We're looking really good. We're looking really good and really sharp. You watch it all completely fall apart right now. Watch it all just completely fall away after I've been praising us and saying how well we've been doing. I mean, we're really low on possession at the moment. If we can get the ball and keep it, that'd be fantastic. We're playing a system that's kind of reliant on us having possession, but they're playing pretty good football right now. We've let them through, and it is 1-0 to Hoffenheim, and we might just have a bit of a game on our hands here. It's really, really poor defending from Sula. I think it's Sula. Yeah, he's on the left-hand side, isn't he? To be fair, Guerrero doesn't do himself any favours at all, and Sula is just caught in absolute no man's land here. Really, really poor defending. We're going to demand more from him and from Guerrero. Hopefully Guerrero can make things up here. Jadon Sancho just heads over. Why the corner? Why the free kick was aimed at the far post, I don't know. We've never set them for far post. And I've looked at them recently and they're definitely set up how they should be. Right. Come on, boys. Let's get back into this. Let's get back into this. We're good enough. We know we're good enough. Just need to wake up and not be a sloppy in defence. It was really sloppy from Guerrero and from Sula. I think they've both picked themselves up and they've dusted themselves off a little bit. So hopefully we can just get back into this now. Right, Pellegrini gets it to Benica. Sula, back to Pellegrini. Emre Can, Benica, Pellegrini. Just the 3 of them passing it around, just taking their time, trying to get it through to Erling Haaland, but the pass has got too much on it. We're not doing badly, other than the goal conceded. But I would like us to get a goal sooner rather than later because, I mean, we haven't had a shot on target yet. So if we can get a goal soon, it would be ideal. Right, Rafinha somehow keeps the ball there. He has got Ricardo Pereira on the overlap. He goes to him. Pereira whips it in, looking for the header Pellegrini. And Jadon Sancho is there. And Jadon Sancho makes it 1-1. We need big things from Jadon Sancho this season. And he's delivered in this game so far. Rafinha on the wing, gets it to Ricardo Pereira. Pereira whips it in. It's nodded on from Pellegrini, so he gets the assist, and Sancho is the one who tucks it away. 1-1. Happy days. Happy, happy days. I feel a bit better at this point, but still, I think this is a game we should be winning. So, let's say we're not happy. Not happy with your defensive work. Real difference. Point the finger. Not happy with your finishing. Right, is there anything we can do? I think Erling Haaland is the one playing the worst, but I don't really want to take him off. So we're going to carry on just at the moment, and we're going to see whether we can break through. I might go 2 up top at some point. I'm going to demand more from the team. Come on, boys. Get the ball to Haaland a little bit more. Let's get him some more chances. In fact, we're going to do exactly what that said. We're going to play for set pieces because we haven't been doing that so far. Right. Wait for the right moment. Bang. Substitute o'clock. And I think formation change o'clock. I am thinking, keep Pellegrini on. We take off. See, I want to go 2 at top, but Erling Haaland's having a terrible game. But we don't really have anyone who's good enough. This is the problem. I left both Makoko and Cunha off the bench, which is a bit of a mistake. Pereira's not having a good time out there. So here's what we're going to do. Emre Can goes there. We're then going to move you up to here. Have this as a deep line forward on attack. Then going to bring on Torgan Hazard, who can do the job there. In fact, he does a job as a pressing forward, actually. No, not anymore, apparently. Okay, that's frustrating. Ooh. Okay, so we'll change you, swap you 2 rounds, and then Haaland can be a complete forward. How about that? Then we'll put Benica to here. He can stay as that. Pellegrini can go on to support. Could do the box-to-box midfielder role, but we'll leave him at that. And I think we're also going to change Jadon Sancho to an inside forward, I think. Get him cutting in a little bit more. So we'll do that. And I think we'll leave it at that for now. Won't go attacking, as tempting as it is. We'll stay as that. Come on, boys. Right. Free kick to them. Oh, my word. It's terrible. I think it was Niklas Sula again. Guerrero's not having a good game either. Guerrero ideally needs to come off, but we haven't got the deal. Oh, we have got the deal. Did I put him on the bench? Fortunately, that goal is disallowed. Enrique, I forgot to put him on the bench, so we don't have our backup. Our new backup, fullback on the bench, which is a bit frustrating. It's a bit silly for me, to be honest with you. Guerrero, we're going to encourage, try and get a bit more out of him. Pellegrini, Jadon Sancho. Guys, can we do something, please? A draw's not the end of the world in this game, but I would quite like to win it. Why is Emre Can doing a little back heel? Right, we've managed to get away with it though. Benica, Rafinha. What a strike that was from Rafinha. What a strike. And it could have been a fantastic goal, but it wasn't. Right. We are putting the pressure on them now. Erling Haaland's having the worst game he's ever had, probably, in a Dortmund shirt. So I think we have to take him off for Marco Reus. And I don't really want to do that, but we don't have many other options at this point. We're going to play him as a deep line forward on attack. And we've still got one more change, actually. I thought that was both of them, but it's not. Rafinha's not had a good game. Nicola Zaniolo can come on and hopefully spark us into life a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Guerrero's picked things up a little bit recently. And we're going to go attacking. And we're going to go distribute quickly onto the wings. Right, hopefully we can get the ball, get it forward, and I think Zaniolo's going to get on the end of that, and maybe, just maybe, this is the moment where we strike. Nicolo Zaniolo, he's got players with him. He doesn't use them. He doesn't use them. Why doesn't he use them? What a chance that was for him. Again, draw's not the end of the world, but it does feel like a bit of a missed opportunity here. And it is a little bit. We've come back, we've got a point, but my word, were we not good in that game. I'm going to thrash my arms. Furious with our defensive work. Individual. Can't have a word with them because I've just done that. Right, that was really poor. I'm a bit disappointed in that. Fortunately, that's not a bad injury. Yeah, we'll say fine, yeah. And I don't really care about that. That was a bit disappointing, but on the plus side, we are still unbeaten. We are currently second in the Bundesliga. Frankfurt have a 100% record. They have beaten Gladbach and Mainz. Okay, fine. How are Munich doing? Munich have only played the once, so it'll be interesting to see if they win their second game. But I'm going to skip ahead to the Champions League game. The Champions League group, and I'll be back with you when we come to the draw for that. Don't ask me why I looked over to the side like that. And just like that, here we are for the Champions League group stage draw. So, here's what I want. A nice, easy group. That would be lovely. That would be perfect. I don't know whether I'll get it, but Let's have a look. So let's see which pot we get drawn into first. So we'll put the automatic draw, we'll pause, and then have a look at the next group of teams to come out. Obviously, these are teams that we're going to have no chance of facing. A few teams in here I wouldn't have minded, actually. Atalanta. To be fair, I'm saying that. I think Atalanta won the Bundesliga last season, so we're going to be in Group H, which is fine. So let's have a look at the second half of the draw. Teams we want to avoid. All of them. I wouldn't mind Arsenal, I wouldn't mind Chelsea, I wouldn't mind Shakhtar, but there's a lot of teams in there I'd like to avoid if at all possible. So we'll put it on automatic and see who we get. Well, that's fine. No Barcelona, Man City, thank God for that. And that's fine. Atletico Madrid, would have liked Chelsea. That's the one I wanted. I wanted Shakhtar, I wanted Arsenal as well. Oh, goodness me. Okay, we've avoided Bayern Munich. That's probably the worst it could have been. Whoa, hold your horses. Probably the worst it could have been out of that group, to be honest with you. Juventus are probably the hardest team. I'd have taken Bayern Munich. We've shown we can beat them. Can we beat Juventus? I don't really know. We're going to have to do it the hard way. So let's carry on with the automatic draw. Looking at the teams who are left, we've just missed Ajax. But to be honest with you, I think I'd much prefer someone like Basel, Valencia, Celtic, Dynamo Kiev. Most of the teams there, the only one I'd want to avoid out of the teams still left is probably Inter. We took Benfica down last season in the Champions League knockout stage, so I'd take any of these teams except Inter. Watch us get Inter now. You watch us get Inter. We haven't got Inter. Okay, don't even care. Don't even care who this is. We've got Basel, Celtic, Benfica. Oh no, Benfica's just gone. Celtic have gone. Valencia have gone. Okay, that's my ideal choice. So, teams who are left: Bruges, Milan, Prague, Montpellier, Dinamo Zagreb, Frankfurt, Wolfsburg, Trabzonspor, Montpellier, maybe Wolfsburg, Sparta Prague. Any of those four. Por favor. Any of those four, por favor. It's not going to be Zagreb. It's not going to be Trabzonspor either. Not Frankfurt. Not Club Bruges. I'm still holding out for Montpellier. We might get them, you know. We've got them. Oh, that's perfect. Okie dokie. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a look. I'll click on that one. At Group H. Juventus, Dortmund, Montpellier, and Basel. Or Basel. I don't know. If I extend one, the matches might magically appear on the schedule. They have. So that's our group there. I think, even if it's not a winnable group, it's a qualifiable from group. I think Juventus will be a tough team. But, you know what? We've got a good team as well. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So, the first game we've got as well at home. That is going to be interesting. Okie dokie. So, we have done all of the transfers we want to do. So, I'm not going to bother showing you deadline day. There's no point showing you because we've done all of the business that we want to do. So, we will be back in the month of September. We will be playing... I mean, we kind of have to play the Juventus game, really, don't we? We'll do Juventus, and then we might do Wolfsburg or Frankfurt. I'll make a decision on that off camera. But right now, I'm feeling like it's going to be 2 of those 3 games. Juventus, Wolfsburg, and Frankfurt. They're the ones. And then we'll get on to October after that. So, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like on the video. Please consider subscribing to the channel as well. If we can get as many people up with eyes on this channel as possible before FM22 comes out, that'd be ideal. If it's already come out, it's because I'm stubborn and I don't want to finish the series prematurely. I want to get to the end of it. So if you are seeing Football Manager 2021 content when FM22 beta has already come out, I do apologise, but I kind of want to get to the end of this season and see if we can win the Champions League. But for now, that'll do. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, and bye-bye for now.